It is worth stopping for a moment to describe macrolon in detail, the material of which this fountain pen is made. Polycarbonates in general are plastic products derived from the special treatment of hydrocarbons. Yes, in fact, the vast majority of current writing instruments, and the LAMY 2000 is no exception, are composed of materials derived from petroleum and therefore leave a carbon footprint on the planet. Back to polycarbonates, we can define them as synthetic materials with excellent properties such as lightness, resistance, energy saving, etc., which are used in modern civil construction and in other areas such as art and the one we are dealing with today, the design of objects of various kinds. There are many types of polycarbonates depending on the level of the petroleum product chain. Macrolon is Bayer's registered trademark for this special type of polycarbonate, which offers high resistance to shocks and abrupt changes in temperature. This material is frequently used in medical devices, architectural finishes, lamp covers, frames for glasses, and of course, for the production of art and design objects such as the one we're dealing with today. The LAMY 2000 has a cigar shape throughout its entire length. It is a standard size and fits wonderfully in the hand. The distal end of the body, responsible for the piston mechanism of the instrument, is a simple but at the same time very functional and beautiful piece. It has a thick silver dot made of brushed stainless steel on its edge, purely decorative. When the bottom is completely closed, it is not possible to differentiate its limit from the rest of the body. This characteristic, which is repeated on the union between the body and the grip segment, is due to the physical properties of macrolon described previously. In this photograph, I can clearly demonstrate that the boundary between these two structures is real, but imperceptible to the eye when the bottom is closed. The diameter of the barrel is thin at its edge and widens to the middle portion of the body of the fountain pen, at which point it begins to decrease in diameter again towards the writing unit. It has a transparent window that allows the user to determine the level of ink remaining in the reservoir. This window is also made of macrolon, but unlike the rest of the pen, it is transparent. As with the distal edge, the junction between the body and the gripping segment is imperceptible to the eye. This limit has two small metal accessories that serve as a click-type closing mechanism, which ensures firm tightness when closing the instrument. The grip segment of the LAMY 2000, unique in its class, is visually divided into two portions. However, this division is only decorative, since the real limit of this segment, as already mentioned, is more proximal to the barrel and it is not perceptible to the eye. The micro-rough character of the macrolon allows this segment to offer a wonderful grip, thus preventing the fingers from slipping into the writing unit. Likewise, the matte character of macrolon makes this fountain pen an instrument that does not reflect fingerprints when touched. On the other hand, the most distal portion of the grip segment changes its cylindrical shape to become a unique structure that contains a ventilation hole that in turn optimizes capillarity. This phenomenon is essential for the normal functioning of fountain pens and was described in chapter 3 of this channel, which can be reviewed here. It should be noted that, to my knowledge, this is the only fountain pen model with a ventilation hole in the grip segment. The other pens offer it directly in the body of the nib, another exclusive and innovative design detail of the LAMY 2000. The writing unit of this pen uses a feeder and a nib that are unique in its kind and, unlike all writing instruments described in this series of LAMY fountain pens, cannot be interchanged with any other model of the brand. This gives the LAMY an exclusive character, but at the same time limits the variety of possible changes that the other LAMY models offer. This particular model is equipped with a broad nib in 14K gold with platinum coating, which without a doubt embellishes the piece in an exceptional way. Its hooded or hidden nib gives it a minimalist appearance in line with the rest of the piece. I consider it important to disassemble the writing unit to reveal in detail its unique, extremely functional, and wonderful structure. This is how unscrewing the grip segment reveals the nib and feeder. As already mentioned, the LAMY 2000 does not allow the exchange of materials between nibs and only allows changing the thicknesses of the line in a range between extra fine and broad. In my country, there is no possibility of purchasing italic calligraphy nibs for this fountain pen. However, I know through the web several alternatives including right or left oblique types of nibs in different thicknesses. The cap of the LAMY 2000 has a diameter slightly larger than that of the barrel and becomes thinner as it moves towards its most distal end. It finishes in a macrolon ring that is matte brushed from the side and shiny smooth on its edge. The clip emerges cleanly from the lateral and distal portion of the cap and denotes purely Bauhaus philosophy. At one end, it has the brand engraved, and on its internal profile, the word Germany and the number 1. I do not know the origin of this nomenclature. No information about it is provided on the LAMY website. The proximal edge of the clip is provided with a 45-degree angle, which facilitates the safe permanence of the instrument inside the pocket. The writing experience with this LAMY 2000 is the best I have experienced with writing instruments of this German brand. The line offered by this thick gold nib is formidable. The broad character of the nib delivers generous amounts of ink as soon as it touches the paper. The pen does not disappoint at any time and provides, like all LAMY instruments, a feeling of smoothness and permanent confidence throughout the entire writing exercise. Holding the instrument gives the user a fantastic, comfortable feeling at all times, given the described characteristics of the macrolon. The fountain pen is exceptionally well balanced and may comfortably be used posted, even for long periods of writing. The pen writes spectacularly and offers little to no feedback thanks to its gold-forged and platinum-coated nib. It is well known that fountain pens with broad nibs use more ink than those with less thick nibs, and therefore their reservoirs require refilling more frequently. This is not the case for the LAMY 2000 due to its piston filling mechanism, which allows larger quantities of ink to be stored in the reservoir. The fountain pen offers little flexibility, characteristic of hooded nibs. The reverse writing is average and offers little feedback, presenting no failures in this writing exercise. In conclusion, the LAMY 2000 is a fountain pen considered by many, with well-founded reasons, to be the icon of the company's writing instruments. It is designed and produced, like all LAMY instruments, with high-quality standards in its manufacturing. Its design and beautiful simplicity, based on the guidelines of the Bauhaus school, allow it to have, for more than half a century, a notable presence in the market. Its balance is splendid and its design amazing. Writing in its most beautiful and simple form allows it to be a classic among writing instruments. It is a pen that fits perfectly in the hand and guarantees an extremely pleasant and safe writing experience. Well, I hope you liked this 6th chapter of this series of LAMY fountain pens. I look forward to your comments and questions about the topic. Please consider subscribing, sharing, and liking this chapter. Follow us on social media on our Instagram and Facebook accounts. I'll be delighted to see you in our next chapter of this series of LAMY fountain pens, with another fascinating piece. So until next time, this was Santiago Solano for the Fountain Pen Corner. See you soon.